with the enemy, tonight on 7 Fleets.
Good evening, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. A lot cooler this morning after yesterday's fleeting spring-like intrusion. But tomorrow, after the fog clears, the heat quickly returns to inland areas and spreads to the coast on Sunday for a toasty start to August. Today's temperatures in Townsville started out with a low this morning of 16 degrees, rising to a top of 29, big rise, and the temp range in Charters Towers was 13 to 31 degrees. The satellite at the moment is pretty featureless. As you can see, the cloud that we had move across us yesterday has now gone almost off towards New Zealand. That's how quickly the front's cleared. In its wake, we've had that drier surge of sort of southwesterly winds coming off the continent, not carrying any cloud. Although slowly we're getting this lower cloud coming in over Victoria and New South Wales. Queensland basically has been clear. Today's chart, we've got a high pressure system that's now sitting over northeast New South Wales, and the anti-clockwise flow has temporarily brought back the cooler southeasterly trade winds right up and down the coast, light enough and moist enough for quite a lot of fog again this morning in many places. On tomorrow's chart, it quickly changes again as the high moves off the coast. The next trough moves over central Australia, and you can see inland winds are already starting to come in from the north. Very, very warm inland, not as much so on the coast. On the outlook chart, though, those high temperatures move into coastal areas as well, and they'll last until Tuesday. Now, the latest from the Weather Bureau, the boating forecast for Townsville waters, east to northeast winds just 10 to 15 knots tomorrow. Exactly a repeat of that on Sunday and Monday, east to northeast 10 to 15. Low tide first up tomorrow morning, followed by high tide around the middle of the day. The tidal swing isn't nearly as dramatic as it was a few days ago. Herbert and Lower Burdekin, some morning fog, 30% chance of a shower. Townsville 20 up to 28 degrees. Ayr and Ingham also 28. Northern Goldfields and Upper Flinders, some early fog and then a bright and sunny day with Charters Towers a range of 17 up to 31 degrees and Georgetown a top of 34. Looking ahead for Townsville, top temps consistently in the high 20s for the next 7 days, which is slightly above even the August average. Rain's unlikely, but we might get a squirt on the weekend. Let's finish the week with a fine photo of yesterday's pea super fog that settled over Townsville. This one's from Nellie Bay on Magnetic Island, where Peter Abraham, the photographer, watched the fog roll in from the mainland. It was followed by a magnificent fog bow, which I'll show you next week. Thanks, Peter. See you Monday, folks. And now it's back to the team.
You're wonderful, Liv. Good on you, mate. Thank you very much. Have a terrific weekend and enjoy the Olympic coverage on 7.
And just a reminder also that you can watch a replay of our news on the 7plus app or catch up on our page, 7news.com.au. From all of us here, enjoy your weekend. Good night.
Good night.
Tonight on 7 News, alarm at the school gate. A teenager's